manifesting. All of the various colors and frequencies of the chakras goes in together to form the manifestation. And in the vision, when you have that divine thought in the crown and you're holding the vision, you're envisioning it, you're imaging it in your mind, you are using all the various colors and the frequencies of all the different chakras as you're actually envisioning it. And again, just like the divine thought, you don't want to leave anything out when you wish to manifest. It's better not to manifest than to manifest half-assed. It's better to hold back and build your energies in being certain of that which you want and how it relates to everything than to do something that is not complete. You can create half-assed manifestations and put yourself in positions that you might be in trying to get out of for an awful long time. It's like, what's that old song, Love by the Dashboard Lights by Meatloaf? Waiting on the end of time. Yeah, that's you really want to be complete in your manifestation. You want to be complete in the way that you're thinking the divine plan and envisioning that divine plan and seeing how it connects and relates to everything else. Because how your manifestation relates to everything else also overlaps into other people's manifestations, and that's where karma can come into it. And you've got to remember that, you know, we are still playing on karma. You want to release your karmas, you want to release those things that you've previously done with other people so that you can clear your magnetic field at the atomic level to be able to bring on these manifestations and later on these materializations. The difference between a manifestation is we are attracting something into our life that is what is needed by that prayer, by that image, by that divine thought. A materialization is the instant manifestation from the energy field that's around you, and that's what many of the avatars does. Just like Jesus turning water into wine, or healing the dead, or Sai Baba making the gold rings. I mean, and you dematerialize, rematerialize, and we're all heading into that, but we've got to learn our mastery first before we get into that. You don't go past certain levels until you have mastered the previous levels, and the reason why is because as you get higher and higher in your frequency and your understandings of how these things work, the more instantly your manifestation becomes until it comes to a time of materialization. And at that point, the creators could, if they were still in their ego, very easily destroy a universe. Just like they are many people who are entering the fifth dimension as Earth is entering its fifth dimensional frequencies now, and people are activating their heart chakras. Many people are manifesting things that they don't really wish they would have manifested, and that's because they're still playing in their heads and not completely in their hearts. They're not realizing the intensity of the powers that they wield. And that is what this time in Earth history is about, is pulling those people that are not ready for mastery yet out of the game. And now they can do it on a higher spiritual level and go through schooling on the spiritual level after they drop body, but for those of us that are going through the transfiguration process and are taking this body with us, we're finishing that death cycle that we have been doing for so long. Those of us doing that have got to go through this mastery process and be very, very careful and very, very conscious at the power that we're wielding. And sometimes it's better just to be a mystic. Just get out of your head, stay in your heart. Don't try to manifest. Just constantly accumulate more and more light, more and more chi, power, energy, advance your light body, whatever you want to call it. So the crown chakra is that divine thought And we've got it on individual levels. We've got it on collective levels, you know, whether it's your family or your friends or in your city or town or state or country, or even on a collective level. And it could be your star family. Who knows? But we manifest collectively when we combine all of our focuses into whatever unified thought that we work on in those particular groups. We're doing this on an individual level, and we're also doing it on a collective level. So make your thought as clear, clean, detailed, pure as possible, and connect it to everything that you want to envision, everything that you're trying to create. Connect the details of that thought best as possible. Image that thought in the same way. So that's crown in the divine plan, what you're trying to create, what you're trying to manifest, what you're sending out for prayer, whatever you want to call it. Or even understanding. It could be who you are and remembering yourself. And whatever you do, it's the same thing. And then the vision. The vision is how it comes together. All the various colors of all the chakras are all blended into that vision and makes the illusion, which we think of as reality. The throat chakra, you speak it. Speaking it is the incantation that's casting the spell, that's creating the law, that is saying I am, and you're putting it out there for manifestation in your field. I am the creator God. I am creating this manifestation. The law of attraction works through the heart. The heart is magnetism. The reason why you want to activate your heart chakra is because you increase that magnetic flow of these projections of the manifestation or materialization that you wish to create. By activating your heart chakra, you're giving it the power. Each one of these chakras is like a little nuclear power plant, a little nuclear energy center that's within the physical being. And the law of attraction works through the law of magnetism. And one of the things that we do in all our clearing when we're trying to go through and clear out all the negativities that are within us is we're cleansing the magnetics in our field to allow more light, more prana, more ki to come in. And by so doing, we are making the magnetics within our field much stronger for the law of attraction. So your heavens forces, which is the divine thought, the image, all the different light that's contained in your third eye, and the speaking through the sound of the incantation, the speaking it forth, sending it out to the field. That's all heaven's forces. That's the yin. The magnetism works through the heart. The earth's forces are the lower chakras, your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root chakra. And your solar plexus is what connects you to the field. That's your power center. The power center in the physical body, that in martial arts, that was the one thing that was always your target. If you're trying to defeat an opponent, you're taking out his solar plexus. Boom, you drop his energy, and he's at your command. Your power center is what connects you to the field, and what you are sending out through the magnetism, your ability to be able to read that field is coming in through the solar plexus. And a lot of people are really feeling, even more than their heart chakra, they're feeling that power center at their solar plexus level into the field around them. And that's what they're doing, is that's what connects you to the illusion. You're being able to read the field is many times in your lower chakras. It's not necessarily in your upper chakras or or your thought pattern. You're feeling the field, and you're feeling the magnetism that's within there. And by feeling the field, you'll have your intuition. Your intuition might say, okay, you've already sent that manifestation out into the field, and with the power of your heart, and it's gone out into the field. But through the solar plexus, you feel that intuition of go right or go left, and do this or do that, or speak or don't speak. And by doing so, you're guided into where your manifestation could be. Say I needed a shovel for a garden, and this shovel, I want it to be a spade shovel so I can till. And what I'm doing is I'm creating a divine thought of what I need it for, and then the vision of what I need because of how it's used. And I speak, I need a shovel. And I feel that I need a shovel because I love this garden and I want to help do it. And so it goes out into the field. Well, I might not have any money, or very much money. And I get this feeling to say, drive down the road. We're going to Home Depot. We're going to look for a shovel, but I'm limited in my finances. And as I'm passing, I see the spade shovel sitting out in the garbage pile that somebody's throwing out there. And I go, oh man, I need a shovel just like that. I hope they've got one at Home Depot. Well, you just were shown your manifestation, what you needed, but you didn't attune to the manifestation and take it and receive it. You've got to be able to feel a lot of times where the manifestation is going to come from, because I might not have much money to go to Home Depot to be able to purchase one. I might have just less than what they have one for there. And was the manifestation about creating the money I needed for a shovel, or was it for the shovel? See what I'm saying? And so you've got to be able to be open to the field and to the intuition of that field, which is how you connect to it by the solar plexus. And it tells you to go this way or that, and to be aware of what it is you're seeing. You've got to be open to that field to be able to receive it. Love, when you're trying to create a partner, is the same way. If you or say, okay, Jeeves, hush, hush. He's trying to find somebody too. Your abilities to connect to that field, you have to be very aware of reading that field, not only of what you're putting out, but the manifestation you're creating to be able to receive it. It's just like a partner. You can say you want somebody in your life to love on you. Well, you could create somebody with a lot of problems. And it's easy to create somebody there, but to get exactly what you want, you need to be very defined in the thought of what you want it for, in the vision of what you see. You might want somebody athletic. You might want somebody blonde hair, blue eyed. You might, whatever. And then you speak it forth, but you've got to feel it within your heart. And you've also got to feel that it's already there. It's already manifested. You've just got to find it. The solar plexus is what leads you to finding it. It's already there. Your sacral chakra, that is your connection to humanity and to the consciousness of everything else that's out there. You have that gut feeling about somebody. For instance, say you're in the higher vibrations. This is one of the reasons why I'm pulling back from the world right now, because a lot of times I feel what other people are going through. Yes, I've got my own cleansing and stuff that I'm going through, but I've been doing this for a long time, and a lot of people are just waking up and going, oh, I've got a lot of crap and I got to cleanse out. Well, when the two fields merge, let's see, it's like that. You've got a merging in the center of the two fields that is the overlap of your illusion and someone else's illusion. And everything in the illusion is consciousness, and it's consciousness that's interacting with your own illusion. And you connect through the other person's illusions through the sacral chakra.